Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening. Scheduled 6 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. And now, please welcome to the ring, Santiago Garces. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time. Please welcome his opponent to the ring, Louie Muldowney.
Really popular fighter is Louie Muldowney, 4-0, the 20-year-old from Kent. The crowd really behind him. Santiago
Ladies and
Garces
gentlemen, this
in the
bout
opposite corner, the Colombian,
6 3-minute rounds
resides in
the
Southampton.
welterweight division. This bout is sanctioned
set
by
for
the
6
British
threes in the
Boxing
welterweight
Board of
division.
Control. Your timekeeper at the bell, John Smith, and the third man in charge of the action in the ring, referee Chris Jones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the red with white trim. His official weight of 151.4 pounds. He has a record of 37 fights, 5 draws, 4 wins, and 2 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Southampton, England, United Kingdom, Santiago Garces. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the white and red. His official weight of 148.9 pounds. He's currently undefeated with 4 wins, and 1 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Ashford, Surrey, England, United Kingdom, introducing Louie James Jr. Moldawny.
Well, the noise levels in here have certainly gone up a few decibels, quite noticeably. I was just saying that Louie Muldowney is very popular, good amateur background, national champion. He's a big personality. He's only fought at York Hall so far, so this will be really interesting from Denzel, because all of us know if you've got used to a certain place, you have a routine, you're familiar with the environment.
Yeah.
It is different, and this is a different setup because we're on stage here and the crowd are below the ring, on the floor, but also above the ring in the upper tier seating. So, and Louie Muldowney walked out. He walked out to a huge crowd cheering his name.
Yeah, no, it's true. York Hall, it's
a totally different setup.
Yeah, it's a totally different setup. The change rooms are different and everything. So this is a different environment for him, and
it's good for the, for fighters to have this experience, because I'm into a different venue, different environment, different setup, different journey here.
Exactly.
All of those things.
Yeah, most definitely.
Change your preparation, but this is a really good start from Moldawny. This one's scheduled for 6 threes in the welterweight division. The Colombian lives in Southampton, just 21 years old, but he's had 37 bouts, so he's experienced. He adopts that wide stance, doesn't he, Denzel? So
yeah. But Moldawny, he's a fast starter, like a sharp starter. He's got fast hands. He's good with that jab. And I think I remember watching his last fight. He had a very good punch selection, and he's got good balance and all. So
he did. This is 5th outing, and we did indeed see him at York Hall last time out. He's changed trainer as well recently, which we'll talk more about in a minute, but this has been a good start from him. He's got that low guard that he adopts at times, but tucking up as well, so he's trying to mix it up. He's mixing up the pace, and as Denzel said, good shot selection early on here, working to the body as well as he continues to walk Garces down.
Yeah, like you were saying, him changing his team. I think this is his second fight with his new team. Connor
It
Ward
is,
and Bobby
yeah.
Mills. Yeah,
That's
he
right,
trained
yeah.
down at the gym in Brixton and Fury with Isaac Chamberlain, Eddie Edwards, and yeah, good stable down there.
It's obviously working because this has been a good opening round for him, and interestingly, Garces has actually fought Michael Webber-Kane, who you're going to see in action later on, facing Frank Arnold tonight for the vacant English and Commonwealth silver bantamweight title. He was beaten by Michael Webber-Kane on points last December, but a nod to the calibre of fighter that Garces has been in with, so knows his way around, and he's having to get on his bike a bit here against Moldawny as he continues to push him back.
Yeah, Moldawny just coming forward, throwing some good shots, mixing it up as well to the body and the head. I mean, I think this is the first time I've seen them tied up, but Moldawny found his space against good jab to the body.
Crowd relatively pleased, I'm sure they will be in the Moldawny corner as well. And of course, the bigger picture in this Promoters Collide special show is that we've got 4 wins for TM14 and just the 1 win for Nielsen, so Moldawny, little bit of pressure to bring it to 4-2 if he can here.
I mean, I think because the last one was a stoppage, it gave them an extra point, so it's showing us 4-2 now. If he can get a stoppage, it evens it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Corners, 10 seconds. Send us out to round
2 then. As we get underway, Ginge Jr. in gold on the shorts of Moldawny. Working that backhand now. It's finding its target as well.
Yep, it is.
As Garces just trying to tuck up and stay on the move. He's not been able to land a great deal of his own though, Denzel.
No, he hasn't. Moldawny's been pressing the pace and kind of landing at will here. But like I said, when you're switching the attacks, it's hard for you to figure out what shot you need to defend.
Lovely work from Moldawny as he pushes Garces back, has him up against the ropes here. Just gets a little bit tangled, smothering his work, but good work to make his way in. Nice sharp jab at range. Down to the body as well, good from Moldawny.
Moldawny's keeping that distance nice. He's got that nice solid base. He's got a good balance. Working everything off that jab. Good shots. A left hook to the top, then right back down to the body.
And I like the way that when he has the opportunity, Moldawny, he will put some combinations together, and there's a bit more ferocity there, isn't there? But without being reckless.
Yeah, without being reckless. Yeah, most definitely. Little caught with a right hand there, but he's been boxing really well. He's been very disciplined.
Nice backhand.
That's the confidence. You can see the confidence in him. He's boxing with loads of confidence. At times he'll drop his hands, he'll pick it back up.
He's technically a really sound fighter, isn't it? Which is,
most definitely.
what we'd expect of somebody with that amateur background, having been a national champion.
But he's still only 20 years old, and he's boxing really mature.
Moldawny corner encouraging him to let them go, which means just let your hands go. Which often better to be in a relaxed state. You're going to let your hands go. Sometimes when you tense up, you can't get that flow that's needed to really put those combinations together. Just measuring the distance with his jab there, Moldawny, and found his range, and then
good left hand to the body there.
you could really feel that one sink in, couldn't you? Certainly from ringside, you can feel them sometimes. Those body shots. Good couple of opening rounds from Moldawny here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Lots of action on the way this evening on Fight Zone TV. Got a title eliminator and 3 titles on the line this evening.
Corners 10 seconds.
Plenty of action to look forward to. Denzel Bentley and Spencer Oliver,
Seconds out.
part of your commentary
Round
team this
3.
evening. We've got special guest Johnny Nelson here as well, of course. We're speaking to him shortly, but this is a ferocious start in the 3rd round for Moldawny as he goes to work.
Yeah.
Seems to be an added intensity in the opening stages of this one.
Yeah, I think his corners let him know that he's really hurt Garces, and he should just step on the gas a little bit and see if he can break him down and get him out of there.
Doubling up the jab,
Good
just
shot.
to set up that backhand as Garces. Nothing too heavy there, Denzel, but just the sheer volume and maybe a little bit of tiredness kicking in as well, which...
Yeah, and a combination of Garces not knowing where the shots are coming
Well,
from.
Moldawny not giving him a second to breathe as he's straight over to Garces, applying the pressure, loading up, some heavy shots landing here. Needs to create the space. Garces just trying to fire back. Got to be careful here though.
Oh,
Good work
backhand
from
there.
Moldawny, yeah, lovely shot. Just pushing him off to try and create that space needed to let those hands go. Little layback there allows him to fire off a couple of shots. Big shots landing to the head. The referee, a close eye on Garces here as he shipped a few big shots in the last couple of sequences. Moldawny poised, ready to fire that backhand. Tapping away with that jab. Waiting for the opportune moment. Really started this 3rd round with a real intensity, as a nod and a smile from Moldawny to Garces as he attempted to mount an attack of his own. He's done well weathering the storm so far though, Garces.
He has, but he's a little bit unsteady here. The shots are coming from everywhere. He's just... He can't afford to let his... Oh my, good left hook there from Moldawny.
Big shot, whip the head round from Moldawny as he pushes him back.
Oh, Garces
trying everything to fire back here and hold on. Referee separates them. Moldawny will go straight back to work. Straight on top of Garces, uppercut. Follows it up with a hook. He's varying the shots now. He's enjoying himself in there, Moldawny. Able to put shots together.
Good shot there from Moldawny as well, again.
Heavy shots landing here. Referee, a very close eye again on Garces as the two just in a clinch here. You do feel it's a big ask for Garces to go another 3 rounds of this pressure, should Moldawny be able to sustain it. Last few seconds remaining of this one, and the crowd really enjoying it as Moldawny just firing off the final few shots. Well, we've got Sonny Boy Hardy coming up next against Casey Bradnam, and Melissa Zad has been chatting to him backstage.
Sonny, good to see you. Fight night here at the O2 Indigo. How are you feeling? Great seeing you. I'm feeling good, feeling ready to go.
Obviously, you have such an exciting, fan-friendly style, trained by Kevin Mitchell. How important is it for you to put on a performance for the fans?
Every performance is important for me, especially for the fans. They want to come and watch, they want to be entertained, and I'm here to entertain.
Obviously, this show is inspired by the 5v5 out in Saudi, which you were out there for. How exciting is it for you to be taking part in this?
Yeah, it's another day in the office for me. I'm looking forward to getting in there, getting the job done, and getting a couple of points on the board for TM14.
Best of luck tonight.
10 seconds.
So Sonny Hardy looking relaxed, but underneath that relaxed exterior will be all that adrenaline pumping through his veins.
Yeah,
but
most definitely. But Sonny Hardy, he's quite a confident person.
He is.
The way he boxes, you see that he's got
a real pleasure to watch when he's in his flow state, isn't he?
Yeah,
Expressing
yeah,
himself.
he
But Muldowney here then in the 4th round. This one's scheduled for 6 at welterweight. Started the 3rd round really explosive manner. A bit more composed in this one. He just works his way towards Garces. He's used that jab really effectively tonight, I think, Moldawny, because sometimes it's been a little double tap to find the range, sometimes it's been a stiffer jab to bring his feet in, but
yeah, it's been good. That's why I said
variation.
at 20 years old, yeah, good variation of jabs. I mean, at 20 years old, you don't really see that, so I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing tonight. This is a much better performance than his last one, and his last one was a good performance too.
And every now and then Garces does throw a couple his way. There's not been a great deal for him to do defensively, Moldawny, but he's had to stay switched on because every now and then Garces has caught him. This will happen, of course, in these contests, that they ebb and flow. You can have a round that's really ferocious and then one that's just a little bit more measured.
Yeah.
Certainly seems to be the case in this round and the previous one, but as you will know, any minute it can ignite.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a round to, not a round off, just to slow down a little bit. You still control the pace and, control the round and win the round, but just not be explosive, because there's another 2 rounds after this. So he probably just settled in a little bit, just thought, you know what, go back to, controlling the fight with the jab and walking him down, and then maybe in the next round we might see him come back explosive again.
There's not been a moment yet in this contest where Moldawny hasn't been in control. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. He's certainly controlling the pace.
I like the way he switches the jab upstairs and downstairs. It just confuses Garces. He doesn't know where to defend, and because he can't let off the shots he wants to let off.
I think he's varied the jab really well tonight.
Yeah,
I totally agree. I think that's one of the elements that's made it difficult for Garces to get the measure of him. Steady round for Moldawny, but as I say, in complete control throughout. Couple of swings there, just missing. It's been a good performance though.
Yeah, definitely. I think that so far. He's used the jab well, variation of shots. He's gone upstairs and downstairs, head and body. He's not just head hunting, which is good to see. He's thrown some good body shots as well, down to the left side and the right side.
And of course it's important, isn't it? I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. It's, as they say, you've got to win ugly, you've just got to find a way.
Yeah.
And either that's the level of experience you're at, so you've got to just do the best with the experience you've got under your belt at that point.
Yeah, most definitely.
But ideally, you want to look good doing it, don't you? And sometimes it can be really difficult to do against away fighters, like we saw earlier with John Robertson and Pulasic. And Pulasic getting the win, of course, tremendous effort from him, but did make it a scrappy affair, and you do want to look good. And Moldawny's done that so far.
Oh yeah, it has. And sometimes if you're not level-headed, it can sway your performance, because you've got a big crowd, especially if you sell those tickets. You've got a big crowd. You want to make it worth their while. They're coming to support you. You want to look good. You want to impress. And you know, they're getting live coverage, so they're going to want to impress. But he's done that. He's impressed and he's kept his composure and he's looked good.
He's really upped the gear here, Moldawny. We had a controlled last round, but certainly plenty of gas in the tank for Ginge Jr. as he goes by.
Yeah, doesn't want to get careless though.
That's what we were saying earlier, wasn't it? Garces says he can just pop up with one of those, tend to be those hooks that are coming from that angle out of your line of vision sometimes, in that case an uppercut as well. So, but that's good because it keeps Moldawny switched on.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He knows it's not a walkover job, something's coming back.
Just a little reminder that he's there and he's in a fight. He's got to take care of those defensive responsibilities, but back behind the jab now, Moldawny is. Stand up in a little bit of a clinch, referee telling him to watch the heads as he separates them.
There you go, Moldawny just applying that pressure, he's pressing. He wants the stoppage tonight. Oh, good shots there.
Good work there, and it was nice how he just adjusted his feet there afterwards as well, which made it difficult for Garces to reply. He's pushing forward Moldawny, and at times just looks impossible for Garces to stop, because he just doesn't, although he does pop up with those shots sporadically, he doesn't have the power to keep Moldawny off him.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
He's trying to rely on his ability to tuck up and keep his upper body moving to make it a difficult target for Moldawny. He's got to rely on that. Served him well so far.
Oh, good left hook on top of the head from Moldawny. That's where he's got to be responsible again. He just pulled back up a little bit too high, and then Garces throws a one shot and he might land it, so he's got to be careful there.
Good work again with the jab from Moldawny. We've said sometimes doubling it up, sometimes to the body. Seen a couple of stiff jabs there, is he?
Good
little flurry of shots there. Most of them landed as well, which is impressive.
They did,
That was a really interesting round, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was. It was
entertaining.
He came back fiery. He had a round where he was slowed and controlled, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to switch the pace again and see how, you know, his opponent responds. And it was a good round from him.
Final round coming up of this one then. And then with Sonny Hardy and Casey Bradnam. Sonny Hardy boxes for Kevin Mitchell. He'll get a great reception in here. He has a really good following. He's a big personality, likes to express himself in the ring. And we've got Ollie Edwards. He's 10-0, stepping it up a level against the Dutchman Bas Oostervegel.
Corners 10 seconds.
Of course, we've got 3 titles on the line still to come here on Fight Zone TV. Denzel Bentley and Spencer Oliver part of your commentary team this evening. Final round then for Moldawny. Good performance from him. Do you think he'll be wanting to get the stoppage here? Do you think looks like he's got that in his locker?
Yeah, I think he wants it. I think he can sense it. He can sense he can hurt Garces, and you know, he wants to really push the pace and get him out of there. But Garces is doing well to just, you know, cover up and survive the rounds and, you know, not get knocked out.
Just trying to stay on the move, Garces. Trying to keep being a moving target, but Moldawny is able to find the target, and it did seem to wobble the legs of Garces a little bit. I think that was because he was slightly off balance. Tends to adopt that wide stance. He didn't quite have his feet under him, but Moldawny, nice stiff jab again. Yeah. Rocking the head back of Garces, follows up with a 1-2, nice clean work. And he's done a good job here, Garces, because this has been almost, although at different levels of intensity, relentless pressure from Moldawny.
Yeah, no, it has been. He's been pushing him back. He's been holding the centre of the ring well, landing combinations. Just, you know, like I said, I keep saying head and body, and been throwing big flurries.
Crowd are loving this when Moldawny puts a few shots together. Puts the pressure on Garces, they're right behind him. Aim for that stoppage. Doesn't always come though. Really difficult to find those clean shots. Garces done a really good job defensively in this contest.
He has.
Been up against it, against Moldawny, because it's been a really good display from him in his 5th outing.
Yeah, it has, and I'm really impressed with, you know, what I've been seeing.
Oh, takes a big shot from Garces there though. Dropped his hands for a moment and switched off. Gonna have to be careful here with a minute remaining as they both go toe to toe. Both landing at close range. Just gonna have to be a little bit careful here, Moldawny, because Garces knows it's close to the end here and he's willing to trade with him. Good work from Garces, putting a few shots of his own together. Falls shorts there though, with sheer exhaustion really, as both taking a moment to take in a few big gasps of air and then perhaps get ready for a big finish. Moldawny, I think, has just sustained a little nick, as there seems to be a bit of a blood coming from
his left eye.
His left eye. Last few seconds remaining, the crowd on their feet screaming. Moldawny taking a few shots as he loses his shape and form a little bit and just gets caught in the moment. And that, of course, is what can happen. He has sustained a little cut there towards the end, which is something they'll look at and they'll tell him, you know, that's not what we want.
Yeah.
You've got to be a little bit careful towards the end, but who can blame him, because the crowd were really, really behind him there.
And that makes you fight harder. When the crowd are, you know, roaring, it gives you that little spurt of energy.
We can all say, be measured, be careful, but when your adrenaline's pumping and, you know, you've got this crowd behind him and you're desperate to put on a big performance, it can, of course, happen.
Yeah, most definitely. But, you know, getting a cut right at the end of the fight, that could be really annoying.
Well, if you're at all interested, it is 1-1 in the England-Switzerland game. England have come behind, from behind.
6 rounds of boxing,
equalised,
we go
so
to the referee's scorecard.
That one,
Referee
80 minutes in, so
scores the bout.
looks like it'll be an exciting final 10 minutes in that game. But here we are with the final result for Louie Muldowney and Santiago Garces. A win for Moldawny, and the crowd really enjoying that one. Good performance from Moldawny. And that also means it's another point for Nielsen. 4 wins for TM14 and 2 for Nielsen. Moldawny was taking a moment to enjoy and celebrate and have photographs with his team in the ring. Good performance from him. Plenty on the way here on Fight Zone TV as we look back at some of the highlights of Moldawny's performance. Nice clean work for the majority of it. And we'll be speaking to him ringside in just a moment. Louie, really good performance. Talk me through it, because we were impressed ringside with how you managed that fight, in terms of you chose when to up the intensity, you were dominant and controlled throughout. Talk me through what your plan was and how happy you were with that performance.
I'll be honest, I wasn't overly impressed. I got dragged into a little bit of a fight, and anyone comes and watches me spar knows I'm a lot slicker on the back spot. I like to counter my punches, but when you got someone like that who ain't throwing loads, I've got to apply the pressure, and I got brought into a little bit of a fight, But listen, apart from that, I'm happy to go get a 6th round under my belt, and I thought I could have got him out of there potentially.
Absolutely, and when you applied the pressure, sometimes, as you've just said yourself, it was really clean technical work, sometimes lost your shape and form a little bit, but we were saying this crowd, how could you not want to put a performance on for them? You got an incredible reception, and they were right behind you every single second of every round.
Can he hear this or not? Can he not hear? Can the crowd hear this?
No.
Well, listen.
Well, make sure it's good, because they can hear it on Instagram after.
Once they listen to this, I want to say a big, massive thank you to everyone that came out and supported me. And yeah, listen, I'll go back to the drawing board, keep improving. And yeah, listen, I'm happy to get a 6th round on the belt, but most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that come out today, and big thank you to all my sponsors.
Well, everyone really enjoyed it. Well done. Really looking forward to your next time out, and a new venue under your belt now with the Indigo. Well done.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening. Scheduled 6 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And now, please welcome to the ring, Case